Hey guys, this is going to Sky with another Guardian Tales video, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down the new patch on exactly what I think you should be doing to start off with this new patch. There's a lot of good freebies here that you want to take advantage of, so I'm going to point those out here. And for this video I brought in a special guest. We got a guy that I dragged out of retirement, the one and only Darth Microtransaction on the channel. Oh, there he is. He's on the channel. What do you say what's up? What do you say what's up to the Guardian Tales community?
What up, Guardian Tales community?
Yeah, it's been a minute. You started this. You were one of the big ones here. So, yeah, finally
probably the original Guardian Tales content creator.
The first one. Biggest and most massive.
Most informed, the smart. I mean, on every level. The number one, probably still got that number one in there somewhere. But you know what? I've been great. I miss the Guardian Tales community. Probably the friendliest community I've been a part of. And probably the community that loves their game the most that I've been a part of. Like, Guardian Tales fans really like Guardian Tales. Yeah. It's a good game, though, so I get it.
Yeah, completely agree. Like, this, playing all these games, it's weird to be in a game where the developers are actually dope. Like, there's no drama. I mean, like, as a content creator, this is awful. There's nothing I can complain about. I have to, like, be positive all the time. This is ridiculous.
Why do you think I left?
There you go. So, all right. But I think the big thing is, I've talked about this in another video, but I really want to bring this up because these rewards are insane. And we got the Rift event going on currently. And right here, we have... Let's actually bring these rewards up. So this is the thing that I think everyone should be targeting, is this Rift event. And if you're not familiar with how these work, you got to do the Rift thing every single day. You want to get as high as you can. There's special characters here that have 20% extra points for the event. So you always want to have these 4 characters in your team. Just force it, make it happen, see how far you can go, because the points are really...
When I was in the game too, and I always at least did the first, few little bit there, because the rewards are really good. You can get a lot of gems.
And they made it a lot easier since you've played, where you can actually, once you beat it and then auto it, you can just sim it. You could just...
Oh, really? Yeah. They didn't have that at all. So now it's even easier, huh?
Yes. So it's like, it's essentially just free stuff in the game. The big thing for if you're like a newer or mid-game player and not having these characters in the 20%, so you're not going to get nearly as much, or if you're not going for Lifeguard Yuze, and in the previous video I talked about how I don't think she's worth going for, so that's going to be a big hamper on like your progression for this style event. But I still think a lot of the stuff in this event, what's cool about this is how early it is in the on the list. So we got here the big ones that we could talk about as we scroll through here. Like, look at all this stuff that you could get. You're getting 20k gems or 20.
All the experience you're getting, fragments of characters there. I mean, dude, there's tons of resources.
And this is
the awakened stones were always annoying to get. So.
So a whole bunch of stuff like this. In the beginning, they always kind of boost it off in the beginning really well, but usually they kind of skimp out on you on the rewards until later. But Black Crown Ring is one of the best accessories in the entire game. You get at only 10,000 points. It's going to take a few days of playing like normal. Then they got Aisha's weapon here, which is a really good EX, only at 15k points, which is awesome.
How many character fragments you're getting, though? I mean, look at the character fragments you're getting. You're getting a ton of them.
Yeah, ton of those, like ton of gold. This is and big thing nowadays, especially because we got the 1-year anniversary coming up next month. All these resources you're really going to want to save. This is going to be a place for option change stones and the lock stones.
Right, there could be something really good coming around the corner.
Yeah, and it's all speculation, but when it comes to these games, it's pretty a well set precedent that these games do something for 1-year anniversaries.
Yeah, the first year is like the real big one, because they normally want to celebrate their community that kept the game going for a year and all that. And to be honest, the Guardian Tales community is really good. And you know what? There's a few things about Guardian Tales I really miss that I just wanted to point out. I think the Scarecrow in the game is one of the coolest things. Because in all these other gachas I've played since I left the game, there isn't like a punching dummy that just straight up shows you who can do the best damage, in your guild. I think it's so cool to actually be able to see that and have a leaderboard. And I was just talking with, I got the hiccups from the Dr. Pepper, or the burps here.
Oh, yeah.
I was just talking with Clash with Ash the other day, and we were kind of wishing they had that over in, Raid Shadow Legends. We kind of wish that they had like a punching dummy of sorts, because the Scarecrow is just really, really fun. And then the training room is probably the best addition I've ever seen in any game.
Yeah. Like, they have a lot of really nice things for people to, once they've progressed, because like this, when it comes to your point on raid, just being able to test stuff is nice. And it's crazy how many games we played. Like we played Star Wars, we played raid, they just don't have a way to test. You have to actually use attempts, you have to use resources to do that, whereas in this game you just get to do it. You just get to actually just play the game, not get interrupted by, okay, here, let's try to cheese it by going into this content, and okay, we could kind of get an idea of how much this is. It's just literally built in the game specifically for this. So I think that's pretty cool. So it's something that as a Guardian Tales player, it's easy to not appreciate as much, but when it comes to all these other games, they just don't have this.
No, there's a lot of things that add up from Guardian Tales that are cool. Even the fact that you can co-op play together and the live PvP. Like My Hero Academia has live PvP as well. And I forgot how much I really like the live PvP. You know, you feel like you're actually kind of playing a matchmaking match instead of just attacking some army that somebody who quit the game 3 months ago left.
Yes, and I think it definitely makes it a lot more fun. Playing all the like live PvP in these style games is really getting encouraging. I feel like mobile games are really leveling up. You got League of Legends, you got Guardian Tales, you got like all the live PvP is like the new standard nowadays. And it's cool that this game is on board with that. Okay. So then next, okay, I want to get your opinion here. The people want to know what Darth Micro has to say about this new banner. You let the people know exactly who they should be pulling on, if they should be pulling at all. We have 4 heroes here that are just dropped, fresh off the press, brand new. So we got Lifeguard Yuze here. New character. Yep. Here you gotta see the character. We're gonna just base it purely off of aesthetics.
Aesthetics only.
Yeah, aesthetics plus you gotta just quick spark notes. What do you think of this character?
All right, let me take a quick peek here. Spins 2-handed sword, defense, applies shock, 350%, increases defense, where attack speed. Maybe a little lacking. I feel like it needs to do a little more, maybe.
Okay, just like, you know, solid character.
It's my go-to, like first impression.
Yeah. Okay, and I would agree with that. I don't think she's, you know, that impressive. You're seeing usage rates for her actually pretty low. Maybe it's the arena map, but even usually when you see a character that doesn't perform well in arena, they have other things that justify them, like high Coliseum usage rate or like really good for progression for like Camazone or Orbital Lift. But this character, I just don't see almost any of that. I feel like this character is one of those characters that if you're early to the game, or maybe she'll have potential down the line or people will figure out some raid team for her. But at the moment, she just doesn't really have a use. And if you're having to force her in, especially in a game with how long it takes to level up a character, it makes it really hard to ever justify pulling for Yuze right now. So next, we have Bianca.
Bianca was one of my favorites when she came out. I actually thought she was really cool. I got roasted at the time for saying it, and I was trying to max her because I just thought she was one of the coolest characters ever. And I think she was like the last character that kind of came out when I still played. And when she came out, people were saying she was trash, and my opinion was wrong on her because I thought she was really good.
Yeah, you get the last laugh because she is, you know, in the meta. She's actually really good because of how her scaling works. She has all these percentage decreases, she has percentage gains. So the more stats that come out, the bigger, the more impactful she's going to be. So she's actually been really stepping it up. Also, they've been buffing critical hit chance on party buffs. So she's been getting a ton of play. And she's a really good character. Coliseum, Arena, just pretty much all content. She's a good character. So then pretty much here, quick rapid fire. Who would you prefer? We got Veronica or Garam?
I want to say Garam.
Garam? Okay.
He's got more tails than the other guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think on a tail tier list, Garam is S tier.
He looks way more like, you know, kind of edgy.
This is like Inuyasha.
He's got a butterfly in his wrist, you know.
But because he's soft too. He's edgy and looks all tough.
Good side.
Yeah, and he has like flowers and stuff, you know. So it's like, you know, 100%. He's covering all his bases.
He's dark, but he has his.
No, so it's definitely you know. So I would agree because the other chick is like super crazy into like religious stuff. So you know, Yeah, it's Garam all day. I'm team Garam all day.
Those ones are a pass. I think I'm going Garam too. I'll take Garam on a date.
100%.
But all of those, I'm gonna take Bianca.
Out of all those, I think that's a solid choice. I think so. Here, you're taking Bianca. Here, we got Bianca versus Swimsuit Yuze. Okay, boom, there it is. I still think it's Bianca. Bianca. All right. Well, let's.
Personally, I think Bianca might be the best out of all of those. The other, though, to be fair, what's the lifeguard chick? She's got some thighs.
She does. You know, some. So we're gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you for coming on to the channel, Darth Micro. It's been nice to have you on here. Welcome back to Guardian Tales. I'm pretty sure your channel is going to be purely Guardian Tales content from now on.
100%.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
my channel because now
might as well.
I am now a Guardian Tales content creator for the rest.
It's about time. It's about time. You mean you were popping off before? It's about time you're back. So
yeah, focus on the right game.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this video. You guys have a good one. Peace.